Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Here we are with another episode of C# tutorial. We're going to learn Windows application tools. This is our third session of working with Windows application. And if you haven't seen two previous sessions, I highly recommend you to watch them. And in this session, we're gonna learn how to work with DateTime and also Calendar. And you will be familiar with Date. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, don't forget to subscribe it, and if you find the video useful, please like it. It will be a great support. Let's begin. Okay, first of all, we're gonna learn how to work with DateTime class, and because this is the basic of working with date, I will tell you how it works. Okay, let's define string my date. Okay, this is my string. I want to here use a label to show you the date. Okay, here there are features. If you don't know what label is and how we work with label, I recommend you to watch previous session. Okay, here I'm looking for auto size. Here I change it to false so that I can resize this label. Okay, here, and actually I can omit the text. Here we have our label. It's named label 1. Okay, and I need a button here. Okay, we have a button right here, and I need its a click event, so I double click right here. We have the event right here, and I want to write a code that when I click on this button, I want to show the date in this label. Okay, if this label is not clear, let's change its back color so that you can see this. This is our label, and let's change the text of the label. Whenever I click on this button, label 1.text equals to. Okay, here I want to write today's date. Okay, I use datetime.now. Okay, this is the today's. It shows the date of today, and dot to string. I can convert it to a string so that I can assign it to label.text, because it's only string. It accepts only string, as you see here, just string. Okay, I can start the program, and when I click on this button, the date is and the time is actually written just here. I can change the size so it fits the size of the date. If I click right here, it is here. Okay, I write now dot. We have also other methods. I can use, for example, add days, and I add, for example, today, and dot to string. I want to convert it to string to be able to show it on label. Let's omit this, and it's ready. And you see, it is actually show 2 days later than today. Okay, today is 11th of September, but it shows 13th of September. You can also add negative. You can enter negative numbers. For example, -4. It shows 4 days ago. Okay, the date that it shows actually dates back to 4 days ago. Okay, you can change the date here and write it right here. Okay, and this is just, I think, enough for date.now. Well, I want to tell you another function of this. Okay, now I want to create a datetime class. Okay, datetime, and datetime equals to new datetime, and in the constructor there are 12 overload of the constructor of this class that we can actually As you see, I can give it year, month, day, hour, minute, second, millisecond, and other things as input, or there are also other overloads. For example, I give it as, for example, the hour. I give it a month, day, and year. For example, 1999. This was as a year, and for example, 11th. This is the month, and the day. For example, the 1st of November, and I want to show it to you. Datetime dot to string. So you can, as you saw, you can set whatever date you want here, and if I run the program, you see the date that I chose is here. You can change the hour. This is the default time. You can change it to, if you, for example, use 12, no, 10, for example, and this is hour. 10 is our hour. You can set minute to, for example, 36, and second to 5. And if you run the code, you see our desired date is here. So you can actually work with it. You can use different overloads to actually find out about various overloads, and in your project you can use this useful class. Well, let's see what calendar is. You have month calendar. Month calendar is also used frequently. We can see some features of this. Some of the features like dock, enable, font, we saw them, or for color, we saw them in other tools. They are the same. You can test them. But here there are some useful and new features, like here we have min date. This shows the minimum date of this calendar. As you see, let's run the program. When I click on this, as you see, I can change the date to, it dates back to, actually, let's stop it, dates back to 1753. Okay, you can change it to, for example, 2012. If I run the program, I can see, if I go back, you see, I cannot go the date earlier than 2012. Okay, and I can also set the max date. Here is 99.98. I can convert it to, I can change it to for example 2014, and you will see the maximum date is 12. You see, 2014, 2012 to 2014 is right here. Okay, in this you can choose any date you want. Okay, let's change our max date to, for example, 30. Well, there are other features like a show week number. Here is false. I can change it to true. So here is the number of week of the year, and I can change it to false. I don't need it. If you want, you can use today's date. I can set it. And okay, these are the features. Let's see what we can do with this calendar. There are some events. Let's see its event. We have here date changed. Whenever we change the date, okay, some event can be handled. I choose this. If I change the date, I want that date to be shown in this label. Okay, what can I do? How can I actually do that? Well, okay, let's see how we can get the day we selected on that calendar. First, I write label.text to assign that string to label.text to be able to see that on that label. Okay, I use month calendar 1. This is the name of the calendar. As you see here, the name of the calendar is here. Well, calendar 1 dot selected range. This shows that the date that we selected dot start dot to string. Okay, now if I change the date, which is on month calendar, this function is executed and that date is converted to string and will be shown on the label. Let's see if it is work. Well, here I choose 15th of September. You see 15th of September is here. I write 12th and 25th and 1st, 2nd. You see date is changing, so it works. Well, let's see how DateTimePicker works. Okay, DateTimePicker. This is another tool that represents dates. Well, okay, this one also has some properties like doc, anchor, enable, font. These are the same. And let's see the those that we want to use. We have that month calendar. We have min date, max date. We can change them as we desire. And you see the value which is shown here is this one. And we can change visibility. Okay, now I want to write a program that I get the date from this calendar and I want to set that date to this one. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Here the name of this tool is DateTimePicker. Here we will use it. Okay, let's go to our code. Well, I want let's comment this and also this one. I don't need to work with label anymore. Okay, first let's find datetime, here datetime, and I need to a class like date. Well, here when I click on this button, I want to get the value of this calendar. Let's write it here. Date equals to month calendar 1 dot selection range dot start. Okay, this one actually return date time. Okay, and the type of this variable is date time, so this is okay. Well, now date time represents the date of the calendar. Okay, well, and now I want to assign this value to this tool, DateTimePicker. Well, I just need to write this name, DateTimePicker dot value equals to date. Okay, here I click on 5th of September and I click on button. You see 5th of September is here. I write another date, I click on button, you see it is here. When I click on button, we didn't change it, so it is here. This date that is circled, it shows today. Okay, so you can actually, if you don't want this, you can omit this circle. There is a property calendar, and here show today's circle, you can change it to false. And if you run the program, it is not circled anymore, but it is also shown. And also you can work with features to customize the calendar as you desire. Okay, and I showed you how you can get the date from calendar and the DateTimePicker, and you can actually change the date of them. You can also restrict the range of the date that they represent. And also here you see max selection. If you, for example, run the program and I select this date and I click on shift, and you see I'm selecting not just one date, some other dates, and I cannot actually exceed than 7 because I set that value to 7. It is the default of that. If you want to, for example, select 10 days together, you have to change this max selection count to 10, or whatever you want. You can actually change it to 50 or 150, for example. Then when I select, for example, I can select as I want. Okay, you see there is no restriction. I can also go to another date, another month, and I can select all of them. You see, I selected about 60 days. Well, this is the end of this session. If you have any question, leave comment. I'll reach you as soon as possible. And if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, don't forget to subscribe it. And if you enjoyed the video and find it useful, don't forget to like it. Bye for now.